I want to speak a little bit about relationship, especially to one's own mind, this evening. And I really want to talk about this because I've had so many of the private sessions that I do with people and just speaking to people that I'm in a relationship with and in the public, listening to the news, things like that. I see that it's really a time that's perhaps more important than ever to really be conscious of your relationships to thought and to your perceptions and to how you may be viewing aspects of your life and relating and living through certain lenses. And this is a kind of curiosity that is never ending. I introspect daily, just really in a very natural way, whether I'm going for a walk or walking the dishes. Sometimes some curiosity pulls at me to look a little closer and to shine the light of attention that can have a quality of really intimately being present for something, whether it be a thought or an emotion or a pattern or a concern for someone, an interest in new perspectives. And there's a quality of being engaged in your curiosity and sensing where to put your attention that garners interest and is life-giving, that pairs up with your instincts and your intuitions of what to examine further. In Aj's first book, The Impact of Awakening, he writes a concluding paragraph that's very short, and it's about the courage to question. And I think sometimes our introspections might take the form of active questioning, but also it can just be a kind of leaning in and a curiosity and an examination of how we might hold things, how we might be with things in a way that just feels like it's in harmony with our depth, or is just like the gives the most deep satisfaction. Like, yes, this feels more on the mark. This has a ring of truth. And to sense when things tip from that, this feels a little off, or this is quite painful. Is there a different way I could have an internal narration of this, or a different frame that I can hold a certain conclusion in? So I know I'm speaking very generally, and there'll be time this evening where I may become more specific. But I wanted to just give you an open welcoming into this topic, because I really feel that our times together in satsang are really an opportunity to be on the edge of what is alive for us, what does have spark and interest and pull and draw. And I think it's a wonderful place to gather together with people who are truly interested in keeping that sense of spirit that pours itself into life, to love life and to know life more deeply, more intimately, to have a place where we can nurture that in ourselves and join in a way that nurtures it in community and in a place of shared intention. And that's a really, really powerful thing. I remember when I was young, I attended Catholic school, and then I also, for much of my childhood, also attended some of Paramahansa Yogananda's teachings, and there were some particularly for children in the form of a Sunday school. And I felt that was a tremendous opportunity to be around adults who were very intentionally holding the sense of keeping a connection to spirit alive in the children or the young people or the teenagers that they worked with. And they were really doing their best to support that and keep that bright light of interest and zeal for living that I think is just so important to nurture in ourselves now, and to gather to bring it forward in community. And I hope you feel that, when you're tuning in online with, hundreds or thousands of people that are tuning in as well. So even if you just imagine that, that's a very, very powerful thing, that there's people all sprinkled throughout the world from all different spiritual traditions and paths that are carrying the light forward.